You try to shake me, shake me, shake my will. You try to break me, break me, break me too. I'm weakened, weakened, I fight it still. You will retreat, retreat, retreat until you have to face it, face it, face his name. For he is greater, greater than you proclaim. You come calling, you want me badly to see things your way. You thought you had me, you never had me. I'm not yours to display. I'm not your poster, your poster child. You're not my master revolt. You'll never beat me ever again. I'm no longer bound, bound by this sin. I'm shaking, shaking, shaking free. Jesus, release me, release me, release me. You try to beat me, beat me, beat me down. You try to cheat me from being found. Being his crown. Your kingdom defeated, defeated, it's falling down. You have to face it, face it, face his name. For he is greater, greater than you proclaim. You come calling, you want me badly to see things your way. You thought you had me, you never had me. I'm not yours to display. I'm not your poster child. You're not my master revolt. You'll never beat me, never again. I'm no longer bound, bound by this sin. I'm shaking, shaking, shaking free. Jesus, release me, release me, release me. You had me lost, you had me broken. He calls me found, he calls me chosen. You left me hurt, you left me bleeding. He heals my soul, he fills my need. can shift it into place, change the colors, change the sound, turn it all around. What was roaring in my head now just clocks in, earns its bread. Fear can lose its power fast when you outlast. Close my eyes, can't control, change the story in my soul. Haste of the bedtime monster. Once it ruled the night, now it waves from the doorway in the morning light. From a nightmare into laughter, from the dark into the bright. It's the chase of the bedtime monster. When you face the shape of fear, it begins to disappear. What you see is what you make. You can bend it, you can break. Of the bedtime monster. Now I'm hiding under sheets. Now I walk into the darkness on confident little feet. Every shadow tells a story. Every hero has a start. It's the case of the bedtime monster. Two once one, now torn apart. Earth holds the breath of those who start to flee the light they once adored. Once bound as one, now torn apart. Fractured souls with splintered hearts. The earth keeps breath in muted cries, while hope drifts thin on broken skies. Every promise thins to gray as faith erodes and slips away. Run from the light of salvation's call. From the promise rise a glorious fall. Shadows stretch in the dying glow. Bound to truths we'll never know. Remnants cling where loved ones stayed. Corroded past now worn and frayed. Stone inhales then falls to calm. Time breaks free from sacred song. Prayers decay from broken trust. All that's sworn is ground to dust. Run from the light of salvation's call. From the promise rise the glorious fall. Shadows stretch in the dying glow. Bound to truths we'll never know. Once made
strain. Every prayer arrives in vain. Shattered stars forget their flame. Even heaven breaks in shame. Run from the light of salvation's glow. From the promise rise the glorious foe. Shadows stretch in the dying glow. Bound to truth we'll never know. Drift in a starless sea. Fate leans close and marks the plea. Salvation stares but will not heal. Its radiant burn too sharp to reel. Every step pulls further down from the grace we almost found. Run from the light of salvation's call. From the promise rise the glorious fall. Shadows stretch in the dying glow. Bound to truth we'll never know. Earth's breath shudders beneath our feet. Graves remember what we mean. What was whole now learns to sever. Time does not forgive forever. Distance answers every cry as borrowed light begins to die. Run from the light of salvation's call. From the promise rise the glorious fall. Shadows stretch in the dying glow. Bound to truths we'll never know. Two once one, now torn apart. Earth keeps the breath of broken hearts. Flee the glow of saving grace. Some light was never meant to stay.
The login screen is burning bright. A window
I pull too much aggro? Train to zone! The plane of hate is open wide within Uruk-hai, our dark eye. Nagavan wakes within the heat, while Najena finds a morbid beat. Lady Vox is screaming loud, hidden by a sensory cloud. Kazik to the god of fright, we challenge you with failing sight. We're back in Norath, we're home at last, living in a glorious clicking past. Living in a glorious clicking past. My mana is low, my children are loud. I'm lost in a thick, pixelated cloud. A blue light glare in a dark bedroom, a geriatric shadow of impending doom. Nagavan, Vox, Najena, we're coming back with squinting eyes. EverQuest legends for the guild. I need a heat pack or a new
The sky cracks wide with fire's glow. Shadows stretch where winds don't go. 1,000 stars, they hum tonight. The earth awakes beneath the fight. Oh, can you hear the ancient call? A voice that breaks through the storm's wall. Rise, 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 eternal flame. Burn through the dark
is on such a tight leash. Oh, yeah. You are my pain and my healing. My soul is breaking. I have no clue. Give me a sign whether it's worth fighting for. Set me free so that I can recover. I can't get close to you. There's a wall between us. Split tongues, rotten seeds, and blasphemous falsehoods determine your behavior. You make me sad, but you are also my happiness. I just want your smile back in my life. You are my pain and my healing. My soul is breaking. I have no idea what to do. Give me a sign whether it's worth fighting for. Set me free so that I might recover.
Now I am free, starting to live again, getting everything you couldn't give me. The whole world is open to me again, but secretly I wish that I had never broken You are my pain and my healing. My soul is breaking. I have no clue. Give me a sign whether it's worth fighting for. Set me free so that I might recover. White candles tremble in the cold, guarding stories left untold. The chapel doors remain half closed to every vow we couldn't hold. Dust settles softly on the floor, like footsteps walking here before. Your silhouette still fills the air, as if your soul were standing there. No voice remains to calm the storm. Some hearts survive, but never heal their wounds. When love was laid to rest tonight, the heavens dimmed their fading light. Every promise carved in stone left me standing here alone. When love was laid to rest at last, every shadow held the past. Though the flowers turned to gray, your memory refused
windows caught the rain, painting colors through the pain. An empty pew still keeps your place, like time itself forgot your face. The silence knows the words we hid, the dreams we built, the tears we did. Even now the echoes stay, refusing to be washed away. No angels came, no final sign, only silence answered mine. When love was laid to rest tonight, the heavens dimmed the fading light. Every promise carved in stone left me standing here alone. When love was laid to rest at last, every shadow held the past. Though the flowers turned to gray, your memory refused to fade. If every memory leaves a trace, then yours still lives within this place. Between the echoes and the light, I almost see you every night. If goodbye is all that's left to say, why does your voice still find its way? For one brief breath, you live again. Peace we want to bring, and you believe it. But all the wars this world has seen were in the name of freedom's dream, and you believed it. Open your eyes and see the truth. Start their wars for you. Stand up.
through killing, hurt and pain. How many lives must pay the price for madness, anger, pride and vice? Until we understand, it's us who choose the way this world becomes. Stand up, stop the fight. Do not let them choose for you. Do not lift your arm on others. Do not let them say what's true. Say no to those who use you to spread the wars inside their minds. Their madness is not yours to carry. Their battles are not yours to fight. Stand up and stop the fight.
There are words that are never spoken aloud, not because they are too heavy, but because they echo within our own hearts. I'm afraid to live, yet let another sentence always follow. But I wanna try. I'm not afraid of dawn or of the setting sun. I'm not afraid of the rain that washes the dust from the streets. I'm afraid of the days when you have to believe it's worth taking. Just one more step. I'm afraid to live, yet let another sentence always follow. But I wanna try, because life never asks whether you're ready. It knocks on your door at daybreak, sits beside you at an empty table, looks into your eyes and waits. Sometimes it seems that everyone else already knows the way. They walk with confidence, smiling as if they had never doubted. And yet everyone carries an invisible burden. Everyone has a night they never speak about. Everyone has lost a part of themselves and spent a long time searching for it. I'm afraid to live, yet let another sentence always follow. But I wanna try. I'm afraid to live, because life offers no guarantees. Love may leave, dreams may change, and the people we once called home may one day become memories. Yet it is precisely within this fragility that life's greatest strength is hidden. I'm afraid to live, yet let another sentence always follow. But I wanna try, because courage is not born when fear disappears. It is born when, despite trembling hands, you open the window, let the light in, and
my calendar, pictures pinned above my bed. You're laughing in my hoodie, him crashing on the edge. I brought you to each other, thought we'd all be on my side. Didn't see the quiet looks, didn't hear the late night lies. I set the table, pulled up 3 chairs. You carved your names right through mine there. Best friends don't do that, lovers don't choose that. How you turn my whole world into a group chat. You were my safe place, you knew every scar. Now you're holding each other with pieces of my heart. Best friends don't do that. Yeah. You said we're just hanging, I said yeah, that's cool with me. Game nights on a Sunday, you two whispering by the sink. I was bragging about our plans, rings and tiny backyard swings. You were planning your escape in the spaces in between. Did you laugh about me when I fell asleep? Did you practice stories so I'd never see? Best friends don't do that, lovers don't choose that. How you turn my whole world into a group chat. You were my safe place, you knew every scar. Now you're holding each other with pieces of my heart. Was your whole life, you were my one light. He was my brother, now you're both just ghosts at night. I replay the moment, you said we're just friends. I guess the word just was always pretend. Floor on my sleeves, little thunder in the bowl, but it turns the marble soft when I let the mixer roll. I crack that shell of doubt, one bright egg at a time, and the room starts waking up like it heard a battle cry. Pull the pan close, hear the sugar sing. My hands know the path to the good sweet thing. I was born for this, for the heat, for the glow, for the little gold promise in the oven below. Bake, bake, rise, let the edges turn to gold. Bake, bake, rise, let the whole house feel bold. One warm tray, one brave sky. Bake, bake, rise and watch your spirit fly. Vanilla in the air like a flag I can raise. Chocolate chips like tiny stars settling into place. I press them down with care, then I leave them room.
Every soft, rough little dream needs a little room to bloom. Pull the pen close, hear the sugar sing. My hands know the path to the good sweet thing. I was born for this, for the heat, for the glow, for the little gold promise in the oven below. Bake, bake, rise, let the edges turn to gold. Bake, bake, rise, let the whole house feel bold. One warm tray, one brave sky. Bake, bake, rise and watch your spirit fly.
Gets heavy and the road feels long. I know how to make a little right out of wrong. From a bowl to a blessing, from a spark to a flame. Even broken days can sweeten when you call them by name. Just turn to gold. Bake, bake, rise. Let the whole house feel bold. One warm tray, one brave sky. Bake, bake, rise, watch your spirit fly. Bake, bake, rise, till the doubt falls away. Bake, bake, rise, we are golden today.
Frost and famine, steel-willed storm I battle bent. But nothing struck like silence when your final breath was spent. I faced kings and poisoned arrows, I feared nor blade nor flame. But your hands turned to stillness, and I never spoke your name. You carved the world in beauty, while I carved out my shame. I guarded all the kingdoms, but I couldn't guard your pain. You are marble now, and I am bleeding, screaming through holes that remember your smell. I was armored up, afraid of bleeding, but I needed you overwhelmed. Now I kneel to your unfinished statue, lips too late to confess. You are my battle, my holy refuge. Now I'm left with this emptiness. He chiseled dreams for stone dust, fingers cracked yet heaven blessed. I watched you sketch the sunrise while your lungs sank in your chest. I should have dropped my sword low, I should have stayed that day until they called and I obeyed and watched you fade away. You gave the world your laughter, that I gave you golden eyes. Now I scream into the silence where no answer ever discover twice. You are fallen now, and I am falling, holding the worst that I never set free. While your heart was quietly turning, you were whispering, but not to me. Now I bow to the ghost in the gallery, my confession clutched in my chest. You were my solace, my final clarity. Now I crumble with the rest. I loved you more than I could say, but silence has no cure. You died not knowing, and I will never be sure if your smile was for the world, or if it ever meant me too. I carry your sculpture like a wound. I would have died for you. You are alive and I am whole. At night when not a war to win, would you have held me in like follow? Would you have let me in? Now your ghost is etched like armor. Every shake, every breath, every test. You're my battle, my call, my armor. Now I bury my heart with the rest. I guard your memory nightly and whisper what I should have confessed. I loved you. Dots. I loved you. But now you're novel, and I am. Time is young and unafraid. Time is the here and now. Time is the schoolyard bell. Time is a date. Time is for later. As you grow older, the time will come when you find your friends, when you meet the love of your life, when you have children, when you build your career. Minutes slip away, hours drift by, days fade into night, weeks turn to months, years within
side, blood on your dress. You press your hands against the mess. You say be still, I say just run. You say these walls are not undone. Armor or heart, which one do I break? If I steal you away, what life do we take? I would burn every banner, every throne, every name. But you were born for the fire, you choose the flame, and I choose you. Even if you stay, you taste like smoke and bitter tears. You hold my hand like it's a prayer. I can't, you say, leave them to die. My fingers shake on your goodbye. Armor or heart, which one do I break? If I carry you off, what home do we shake? I would burn every banner, every throne, every name. But you were born for the fire, you choose the flame, and I choose you. Even if you stay. If I ride out, you stand in my stead. If you ride out, I bleed in your bed. Two kinds of courage caught in one vow. I want it someday, you answer now. Armor or heart, which one do I break? If I turn from your side, is my soul I forsake? I would burn every banner, every throne, every name. But you reach for the crown, while I reach for your hand. So I guard your back while you guard this land. Steel in my side, your palm on my cheek. Go if you must, but I stay at your feet.
Shadows gather across the stage. The air thickens with unspoken weight. Each heartbeat echoes in the void. I watch, unseen. Every resolve bends under quiet strain. Foundations hidden beneath fragile pride. The strongest falter when unseen pressure flows. Yet they imagine them untouchables. One pause unnoticed, one doubt carefully buried. Uncertainty cracks silently. A whisper of fragility threads the air. Subtle forces sway firm intentions. Even the resolute bend quietly as the weight of hidden truth surfaces. We are the same. Every conviction bends beneath scrutiny. Will steadfastness endure when invisible cracks appear? We are the same. And hearts sway under hidden force. Even the unshakable yield, revealing said weakness. I track the fractures hidden within. Silent tremors shaping quiet decisions. Confidence bends without announcement. Every action leaves subtle marks. So one glance, one hesitation, and the facade falters. Strength and fragility entwine, each choice exposed in clarity. Quiet forces twist intention. Unseen pressure reshapes resolve. I observe without interference, and the steadfast yield inwardly. We are the same. Every spirit bends under concealed truths. Will fortitude last when hidden mirrors reflect all? We are the same. The world shifts subtly, and hearts reveal delicate strength. No hand forces the fall, yet the breaking is universal. I do not craft weakness. I only expose what lies unseen. I do not unmake resolve. I only unveil shared truths. If courage is irons, why does it yield in silence? If hearts are steel, why do they bend without sound?